What's up, guys? So I wasn't doing for live arena a couple of days, so let's see how it goes. Also, there was some talk about it in our Discord, and I ended up pulling for Maritska anyway yesterday, but I didn't have enough shards for the pity pool. I knew it was close. I wasn't 100% sure if I had it or not, but since I didn't have enough for it, I didn't even bother making a video about me pulling 20 void shards, so I'll leave that for the next time when I actually get a champion. I was kind of contemplating hard if I want to save it for Maritska Tenax or Yumeko Tenax or Warlord Tenax, but the thing is that in the end it's still more than likely that I will get something else than the Tenax, so it's not that big deal. I should just pull for one of those main champions, and I have pulled for them many times. I have two, I think I have pulled 8 void legendaries, and 2 of them, or like 6 of them are PT pulls, 2 of them are not, and not one of those PT pulls, which are, I'm pretty sure all of them are pulled in Tenax, or at least most of them. I mean, I can't remember back like 3 years ago exactly, but yeah, none of them is the... I have never pulled a Tenax champion on voids. Once I did pull a Tenax champion on non-void legendaries, but that was when there was Tenax event for, I think it was Rotos and Xavia, and of course I got Xavia and not Rotos, but yeah. I'll definitely still be pulling for the void legendaries. Like, I pretty much pull on the 2x outside of when I'm close to pity pool, and then of course when I'm pity pool I'll pull on 10x, pretty much what most people do anyway, but I'll probably just keep doing the same thing. But yeah, no luck yesterday, it's okay, I'll save it for the next time, so didn't bother making video about it in the end. Also, I was incredibly lucky yesterday on other thing, but it's of course a lot less relevant than voids. But I did get 3 sacred shards from clan boss. I don't recall I have ever gotten 3 on the same day, but I did yesterday. Okay, do I want to go with Rotos or not? Probably I still do. It's not like I'm gonna ban the Harima, but let's go with the Rotos anyway. What do I want to do? Do I want to go with Python? His team looks pretty tanky, so I probably should go with a more offensive support, to be honest. Nah, let's try Python. Maybe I can still beat this team if I hang on. Okay, and he went with Charge It. I guess it's good to go with Python. I would think that he's gonna ban... Well, actually, he definitely would have banned the Duchess if I didn't pick Python, but probably he's still going to ban the Rotos now. Yeah. It's pretty much the same deal every time. It's kind of funny because he does have Harima in his team, which is a huge counter. Like, UDK and Harima are the 2 giant weaknesses that Rotos has. But Rotos is still is so good that even though Harima totally destroys Rotos, he's still gonna ban Rotos instead of Staltus. So that's where we're at in this game. And of course I've talked about Wukong a lot, but I think we're actually gonna get Wukong just before next Classic Arena reset on Monday. So I will probably try to wake up early on Monday and like get him up, and then I'll probably test him a lot more next week and make some videos about it. But wait, do I want to kill Charge It or hit the Siphi? I probably should kill the Charge It, to be honest. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about what ends up happening with the Wukong. So if you like, explained some of the stuff in the videos. Maybe you haven't seen those specific parts. And we also talked about it in my Discord. But Plarium has answered some of my questions and other people's questions about Wukong. Not all of them, but some of them, kind of selectively they answered some of them. So that's why I don't want to make big conclusions yet. But we do know that the A2 does go through polymorph, so, and we do know the multipliers now. I think it was maybe like something around 4 on A2, A1 and A3, which is very average and basic, nothing incredible. But the A2 having multiplier of 5 is it's pretty big still, because he does ignore 50% defense, and with Helm Smasher and Savage, that's gonna be 100% defense ignore, and in this game you will get to 100% ignore. It's not going to be like however, it's not counted in the bad way, that it's not actually 100, it's just additive, it's not multiplicative, is what I'm trying to say. So the A2 will hit, like, with good gear you can hit, I don't know, 300k with it for sure. Maybe probably around the same as George can hit with the Wukong A2 can probably hit around the same as George A3, a bit less, but that's gonna be a good comparison. So I think you can get to like 300k mark on it, and it still does have the splash damage, even though that part doesn't crit. But I'm definitely gonna first, well, actually, for the reset, I guess I'll build him as a support. That's already my plan, and try to farm UDK teams by polymorphing the UDK, or also Maritzka teams. I'll make a video about it on the Classic Arena reset and see how it goes, but which one should I kill? Let's hit the Siphi. But the one that I really want him to use on Live Arena is as the nuker, so I'm still gonna use him as nuker, even though pretty much everybody else is mainly considering him as a support champion at this point, since we know how his A2 interactions work. Also, the passive is going to be bonkers, because it revives him when he's dead for 3 turns, and it doesn't have any cooldown, which kind of reminds of Maritzka's horrible passive. But damn it, I'm not gonna cut in. Should I protect Siphi, or I mean Duchess or Stardust? Let's protect Stardust. Yeah. So it has no cooldown, and it revives him after 3 turns, and it's not 3 of his turns or 3 of your team's turns. This is what Plarium literally said. It's 3 of any champion's turns. So that means that, let's say enemy is using a speed team, and they kill your Wukong, and then they take 3 turns after it's dead, and your team is still alive, somebody's alive, it will get revived with full turn meter, even if you didn't get a single turn. So I think that passive is going to be pretty annoying, which might kind of help him to survive, and I might be able to nuke with him, but it's not like he has something like Georgie damage or anything like that outside of the A2. The A2 is good. But yeah, that's what's up. I'm kind of looking forward to the future and struggling with the current session. I have been trying everything, so I don't think there's gonna be massive changes to my Live Arena teams outside of pulling new champions, but it's very nice that they are giving us some relevant free login rewards, and it's not just Wukong, but pretty much all of the 7-day login rewards have been pretty good, except Alexander, but like Ninja, Ronda, I can't recall what else there was, but many really good ones were from it. And they did it again, like, people like to be negative, and I like as well, complaining about things, because Plarium does some pretty bad things, but we have had history of pretty good login reward champions, so that part is nice. You never know. It's like it has happened before with stuff like Rotos and Tormin and Ninja and so on. They might just put some really good fusion and or really good login reward champion that might happen to be relevant for Arena. I mean, I know that's not what people expect, but it's not like that couldn't happen. That totally can happen, and has happened before. Okay, this is kind of issue. I would ideally I would kill the Maritzka with Necret A2, but now I think everybody is just gonna get revived, so this is not good. At least I got a little bit of life harvest, but I think it's only level 3 life harvest on Python. And I guess Maritzka does cleanse it, but oh yeah, okay. Never mind, she had it instantly, yeah. Yeah, this is only mildly frustrating, but let's see, maybe we can still make a comeback, who knows. His team is pretty squeezy. So, he just happens to have the 2 good support, so it's hard. And considering that it's already a while since Taras and Maritzka and Harima were released, probably it's about due that we're gonna get some new OP champions that break the meta. And knowing how Plarium has done things in the past, like they release things purposefully in the order that they release something new and strong, and then they release something that counters it. And maybe Wukong and Quintus have kind of been their way to try nerf Ukraine Duo, even though I don't think it's really like direct counter because they are so strong that it's pretty hard to nerf them, or like implement indirect nerfs from other champions. But maybe they have still something new coming, and they always try to change the meta eventually, even though it used to change a lot more than it has lately, but still, who knows. I'm very tempted to hit the Maritzka, but I think my team might die, but let's just gamble and go for the Maritzka kill and not the supports. I mean, not the nukers. But maybe they have something interesting down the pipelines that will change the meta a bit more, but I think Wukong will definitely at least make difference in Classic Arena, since you can kill teams, you can polymorph Stoneskin champions like UDK or Maritzka that are in 6-piece Stoneskin, and that will definitely give you a lot more options. Yeah. Okay, this fight is just pure PS. This is what I always say, that I don't have enough damage to kill Maritzka and Sify teams, even though I kill his team many times, and yeah, it's a bit frustrating. The thing is that if I picked something like Kaimar, which I do like to pick, but if I picked Kaimar here, then he would ban my Duchess and I would have no revivers, so I can't do the same thing that he does, so it sucks. But maybe it's still better to gamble with Kaimar or some offensive support, because those kind of fights are just very, very demotivating and frustrating. I killed his team like I don't know how many times. I killed his nukers maybe 10 times, and I just can't win it. I should have just played it safe and just kept killing the nukers and hope that I get some good RNG, but I was trying to end the fight, so it is what it is. I don't know, I think the mechanic, first of like, I have previously spoken against many things actually, but I think lockout is too OP. I think we should have like max 1 turn lockout. I don't think we should have more than that. I think the concept of lockout is already game breaking, but I also think the revives with high turn meter is a bad idea. They should be a lot more careful with that stuff, and champions that revive at full turn meter is pretty stupid, if you ask me. And also the fact that we can fully ignore defense. I think all of those three things make the game very hard to balance, and they should have been a lot more conservative with mechanics like that. He's going with my champion, so I guess we'll go with you, DK, since he's gonna go for this. We'll go with you, DK. I remember I once had some debates in my clan about it, like with some people that don't really play other games, but if you play other RPG games, it's not like all of them have ignored defense mechanics, but it's not a new concept that Plarium invented or anything like that. Tons of other games have ignored defense mechanics, and usually those percentages are very small. They are never like 100% ignore. Well, like talking about like teens or something at like, you're not gonna get to like high percentage of it, because then it's gonna make the balancing like impossible. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. It's pretty squishy team, even though he did pick my Rotos, but actually I could use Mountain King against this team. I don't really have to go with Ronda. Ronda is so squishy. I think this will be more safe. But yeah, this time I can definitely go with Python and I can end this fight. Last time I should have just taken a risk and pick something like Ukko or Kaimar to try have a bit more offensive pressure against him. And we would have had a faster fight either way, and I wouldn't get so annoyed about the Marriage kind of Siphi combination. This guy is definitely feeling the pain like me if he's using Karato as his nuker. It's not like it's the worst nuker in the game, but there's others that are much better than him. He actually used to be meta for a while before we got blessings, because he does have debuffs on his skills, which I think maybe I should double check, but I'm pretty sure his debuff is unresistable if you have not Siphi but Yumeko in your team, because it's another duo champion. But he has this interesting mechanic that he has A2 with pretty big multiplier. I think it's maybe like I think it's something like 6, like fairly high multiplier. And if it kills the target, then it gives him extra turn and resets the cooldown. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and that mechanic can be pretty broken. Before blessings, if they're using him with like, I think often in those teams people didn't even use attack buff, that they used like Yumeko, Karato, then either Ramantu or Ceres, and then Necret or Duchess. I guess they did use Duchess as well, either Necret or Duchess as the last one. But basically, Karato is just spamming the A2 and killing people, one-shotting them with that, and then getting extra turns. And before blessings, that thing worked, but using something like Ceres in Classic Arena right now is pretty impossible. So let me double check, because it's been so long time since he has been relevant that I don't want to say wrong things. Okay, so the debuffs are not... Okay, never mind. One of the debuffs is unresistable, but not all of them. All of his skills have debuffs, so that's a pretty big polymorph bait there. But the thing is that he's not gonna one-shot enemy champions without decreased defense, even though his A2 has very good multiplier, but it doesn't ignore defense. Okay, this fight is getting pretty close. I'm not sure if I can actually win anymore. Oh, that weak hit wasn't a good timing. maybe I should have gone with the Ronda after all, but I guess it's another loss. We start the video with 2 straight losses, and this definitely wasn't the worst possible team that I can meet. Okay, so Garoto A2 actually has 6.5 multiplier. It was even bigger than I thought, but if you can get defense down on enemy, then this is pretty much going to one-shot anything. And it gives you extra turn and resets cooldown if you get kill with Yumeko. So this is pretty good combo, but it's not really relevant in the current meta with Polymorph anymore. But for a while, Garoto used to be the best nuker in Classic Arena offense. That didn't last that long, but for a while he was. But it was kind of the same deal as with Ukraine Duo, that you needed 2 legendary Void champions to use the combination, because without Yumeko he's like not relevant. But not that many people who got them. You had to be, even if you were like massive spender, you had to be pretty lucky to get both of them in that time. So not that many people had them, but if you had them, you definitely wanted to use them in Classic Arena offense. Maybe I should have just picked something like Kaimar against him instead of Python, since he didn't even have Sifi in the team, so I could have just slept Rotos as well, yeah. Yeah, I think if I went with Kaimar, even if he banned Duchess, but that would have been better that way. Yeah, that was a mistake in that fight. That's what you get from not playing live arena for a couple of days. I'm already washed up. And yeah, I probably shouldn't use Python that much unless it's a really squeezy team and safe fight, but I guess I didn't have enough offensive pressure there, and he banned the Necret, so... Do I have recording on? Yes, thank God. Yeah, I've spoken about this and I've used him as well, but after the update to 6-star Polymorph, Ramontu got way more popular in, well, Classic Arena too as well actually, but especially in Live Arena. And it's generally going to be in a Resistance build, but he does have to use AoE on him pretty much, so I guess, wait, do I want to go with Python or Arbiter? Let's go with Python. I guess in this fight, Mortu is technically an option. Should I leave the room for that one? I don't know if I want to pick Staldus or not. If I'm going to pick Mortu. I'm running out of time. Let's go with Arbiter. So since he's going with a speed team like this, I think going before him might be pretty bad for him. Judges isn't gonna revive his nukers with full turn meter, so if he does pick some squishy nukers, then I should probably go with Staldus actually, who is fast and might go like with Arbiter turn meter boost. It will definitely go before most of his champions and maybe even before the Ramantu. But technically, yeah. He could just, if I pick Mortu, he could just not use the Ramantu A3, so yeah, he could A1 me with this team, so let's not go with Mortu in this fight. It needs to have somebody with AoE A1 to really do it, because if they want to try hard, then they will just not use AoE skills on any of their champions. I'm assuming that it's going to be Stone Skin Ramantu, so it's not like we're gonna kill him before he gets a turn, but... maybe we can kill the Candy. Though the Candy passive is makes it tanky enough that it probably won't be one-shot if Duchess has Bolster in his team. We will see. If there's no Bolster at all, then maybe Stardust can one-shot the Candy. Okay, there is. It's a Bolster Duchess for sure. Yeah, let's just add a lot of buffs for a little bit of damage mitigation. Yeah, I went for the A2 because I was kind of expecting to hit reaction, so I wanted to save it for the next turn. To play it a bit more safe. Okay, I don't know if he wanted to open with the A3 because, well, I guess he had to do it eventually, but he could have just A1 my Arbiter. That's probably what I would have done. And forced me to waste my revive, but I guess either way, he had to use it eventually. Okay, that was a lot more squishier Taras than I was expecting. It was only 80k HP. Probably with speed boots or something. What? Was it a Nukra Manto? Maybe, yeah, 65k. It must have been a Nukra Manto. So probably it wasn't the resistance one. Anyway, I guess this is not a real top team either, but it does look a lot harder than the previous team that I lost against, so I guess that's something at least. I should have won this fight. I should have gone with Kaimar. Now, when I think afterwards, Kaimar would have been very good against his team, because even though he does have Arbiter, likely none of these other champs, he doesn't have 2 turn meter boosters, and he just has 2 random nukers, so my Kaimar would have definitely got in and slept his team. Because now everybody in his team went first, and then my nukers were dead or half dead, and they didn't get a lot of turns, and I instantly had to waste revives, and I didn't have a lot of pressure against him. I saw several people were asking me in the last couple of days that should they build their Duchess or Python in Stoneskin or Bolster? And probably people are not gonna like my answer, but both of them are good, and it depends on what champions do you have and what actually you use. But generally I will say that you want to have both of them available in live arena. And pretty much in all of the classic arena top teams in defense, you're gonna see both of them. They are not. Rarely is there gonna be a team that is in full stone skin and no bolster, or that's never going to happen because that's gonna get bombed easily. But even full bolster and no stone skin is pretty rare, and that's funny because sometimes I do run it, but usually me as well, I have both of them. I don't know what I want to pick, but let's just go with Staldus, I guess. It's hard to make a decision at this point. But building both of them, like anywhere from super fast to super slow in Stone Skin or Bolster, all of that works. It kind of depends on the situations and the setups that you run. I do have the video about Duchess builds, and the basic stuff is that you have a fast Stone Skin Duchess that you use in the classic arena offense, and you can use it in live arena as well. And then people often run slow one in either Bolster or Stone Skin, and I'm using the slow Bolster one, but I do have a fast Stone Skin Duchess as well, but I haven't used it in a while actually because of the current meta. Yeah, let's go with Guardial against him, and maybe we will get a bit more offensive pressure, and we might be able to revive on death against the Georgid. Damn it, I'm too slow. Let's just go with Helicat. I'm pretty sure my Helicat is scared. I don't think I touched his gear after the last video. It's not gonna be the best matchup against Charge-It, but we definitely have the option to ban the Charge-It, so... Do I want to ban it or not? No, let's just ban the Maritzko. This kind of looks like doable, but you don't want to underestimate a team like this. Dragas and Charge-It are both really good nukers, so... And Charge-It is of course gonna kill my Helicat through the block damage, but he can only do that to one champion, and if my Helicat happens to go first, even if it dies, it's still going to be useful, yeah. Okay, let's not gamble with the A3. Probably all of them have reaction, and let's rather get both of the block damage and revive on death up. Okay, well, do I want to gamble? If he doesn't have reaction on the Charge-It, I might be able to just one-shot it with Rotos. Let's go for it. Oh, I'm so stupid. He had the UDK, yeah. Okay, never mind. Sometimes I forget about those simple things. I didn't want to ban the UDK though. I rather went with Maritzko, but let's see how it goes. I do have both Helicat and Stylus, so it's not like I can't do damage outside of the UDK, but yeah. Even with that, like now we have couple turns of block damage, so the rest of the team didn't get destroyed by the Charge-It AoE, so it was still worth to use Helicat. Even though I said that's gonna happen, that it's gonna kill it through the block damage, but swapping the Helicat for the Charge-It was pretty good trade for me. Ah, damn it. I'm not sure if I'm on the safe just yet. The Dragas is strong affinity against... Okay. God damn it. Yeah, it's strong affinity against Stylus too. I knew that wasn't gonna be easy, but it was pretty close. Wait, why isn't it showing up? 3 losses, 1 win, not the best start today, but my teams are kind of scuffed, and I have been tryharding pretty hard to get this far, so I need to up my game after not thinking live arena for a bit. Maybe I should have just used Kaimar against that guy as well. Wait, let me double check it. Okay, never mind. We got the same guy. Let's use Kaimar this time. Let's just see how it goes. He had pretty weird first 2 picks. Did he go with Maritzka and Nekret as his first 2 picks? That's pretty unusual. Like, I don't really see that often, so I didn't know what kind of team he was gonna use. It wasn't really a speed team, but it was kind of like... usually you only see Charge-It on a speed team, but I guess he had both Nekret. Well, I guess, yeah, when I'm using Rotos, he basically has all 3 UDK, Maritzka and Nekret are pretty strong protections for them. For the Charge-It. Now that we know what he uses though, we could also consider not using Rotos at all. That is definitely an option as well. I'm kind of tempted to go with Arbiter, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Wait. Let's actually... Yeah, let's go with Arbiter. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this one, but we will see. He could just ban the Arbiter, but if I go with both Arbiter and Kaimar. I'm pretty sure he's gonna ban one of them, but the other one should still enable me to either CC them or go before them, so let's try to again kill the Charged early on, but be left off with a better team after that. I think I'm gonna ban the Mariska again, and let's not pick Rotos this time. Actually, no, let's just ban the UDK and pick the Rotos. What am I thinking? Yeah, let's just do that. Since he's not using lockout, he has to pick a second nuker, so it's gonna be the same team as last time. I tend to do, if it's teams like this that are not completely top tier, if I do multiple fights against them, I will usually do better, so let's hope that we learned some lessons from the last fight. The Charged is still pretty devastating. Last time I was still able to kill it early on, so we will see if I regret this choice. It can totally just one-shot my team, but I guess he doesn't have attack buff, so surely my Duchess will at least survive. But probably it will one-shot my Arbiter. Oh, so it's a bolster Maritska. Usually they are in stone skin, but he does have double bolster this time. Even if I don't proc the reaction, I don't think I can kill it, but let's give it a go. Yeah. Well, it will die from the next if Rotos gets one more turn, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, that was close. Oh, come on, he stunned everybody in my team. So many debuffs and he didn't get polymorph. I guess I only have Duchess in polymorph now, yeah. So many debuffs and no polymorph, that sucks. I think that's probably it for this fight. I want to get... Oh no, he proc the Rotos passive and I got extra turn. But since he was stunned, then it didn't help me, but... I need to get Blessing on Staldus. I will definitely put him in polymorph, I think, if I get Blessing, but... Okay, I guess I got destroyed again, yeah. Yeah, everybody getting stunned, that wasn't fun. Okay, come on, give me the same guy one more time. I think I should probably pick Kaimar next time as well, even though he did ban it, but maybe I'll just go with Arbiter and Ronda, and Ronda can kill it, so that will be able to kill it through Nakarada. It might not have any reaction, it didn't proc reaction now, so Ronda could probably kill it. And then he's either gonna ban the Ronda or Kaimar, but maybe that will be better. Yeah, I should have just tried it without going for Rotos and just banned Maritska. I should just probably go for Justice and Nakarada and not early Rotos pick, and either let them have it or then pick it late or pick UDK myself. I shouldn't pick Rotos and Justice as the first two. I guess I can go with Mortu against this guy though, so this fight might be pretty doable. Yeah, since I'm gonna go with Mortu actually, yeah, no way he's gonna pick Mortu, so if I'm gonna go with Mortu anyway, let's go with double Reviver for as much survivability as possible. But I definitely need to up my game in the team picking phase, because I definitely could have been able to win some of the fights that I lost today. Yeah, so hopefully the Harima will not be issue for Mortu. I mean, it's not gonna go through Stone Skin, but we will see. I'm gonna ban the marriage the Harima, because the passive is gonna destroy him anyway, and that way he will have the UDK. But I think I can kill the Stardust with just one Peril, so it should be fine. Yeah, Harima passive makes Mortu completely unviable, but if I can ban it, then it will be okay. Okay, I guess it's pretty rough right now with UDK and double reviver, but I do have double reviver myself as well, so, and the Stardust is not gonna have the highest damage, so if I can just survive in this for a bit, then I will definitely win. The only factor in this fight is if I can survive at the start, and if nothing else, then my team is pretty tanky. This is mostly my main champions anyway, so it's gonna be very hard for Stardust to kill this. And unlike against the... Okay, I got stunned again. I was gonna say that unlike against the guy that stunned everybody in my team with Dragas, in this fight I do have at least double polymorph, so it's a lot better. And I do have cleanse and double reviver. Thankfully they made the change that we gain more points than we lose, and you get like 5 for win and 4 for loss in gold. Considering how much fight we have to do to climb, we really need that extra point to eventually inflate the rankings. Live Arena is pretty massive back and forth for me, so that extra point is gonna count when I do like 5,000 Live Arena fights or something insane. Yeah, I think this fight is pretty much a slam dunk. There's no way that he can win anymore. I mean, it's for sure possible, but he has to like get some BS RNG that he stuns everybody in my team multiple times or something. With Stardust killing my team right now is almost not possible. He does have out of CC, but I have a cleanse, I have Necret and polymorph, so there's just no way. I don't see how I can lose this one. I survived this far. I only need to get a couple more turns on Rotos and kill the UDK once, and then that's it. I'm getting a lot of stuns, but that's also very like risky for him, because anytime he's somebody gets polymorphed, then that's gonna be a big deal. Okay, what? Nobody has gotten polymorphed. I guess it's technically possible that he has the Wukong resistance, but if you build a fast stun Ukko, it's pretty hard to do that. But Staltus is definitely not on resistance. Okay, Siphi is, that makes sense. Siphi is, I would be surprised if Ukko is, but Staltus is definitely not, so. But nah, the Ukko is fairly high HP for Ukko too. I would be very surprised if it's in resistance. I wasn't paying attention enough if maybe it procced it once, but I'm not sure. Wait, who does he have polymorph on? UDK and Ukko. So I don't screw up with my Necrete ones too much, but last turn he had immunity on UDK anyway. Damn, it would be funny if I still lose this after all of that, but why is it? Come on, just get polymorphed once. There's so many CCs on me, and okay, finally we got the polymorph. I was waiting for something. Does he really have the Ukko on resistance? I wouldn't be surprised, because that's not really. He has to lose a lot of speed or something to do it. That's not really very practical to do, considering that it's already in a stun set and everything. So, and it also has to have some accuracy to land the A2. Damn, we're getting a big stalemate here. Rotos just isn't getting any turns. Hardly anybody else in my team is getting any turns either. Everybody is just getting CC'd to death. Yeah, there we could have gotten polymorph as well. If I would have gotten polymorph there, that could have been very big. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, among things that I'm surprised that haven't been nerfed is, like, outside of Taras and Maritska, but if we think about the older champions, I'm surprised that they never nerfed Lockout, and that they never nerfed Siphi A1, but I doubt they will do those two anymore, since they didn't do them years ago. Maybe Siphi is a bit more. She kind of goes back and forth between being the best reviver and being less popular than Duchess. There has been times when they shift many times, but definitely in live arena she has gotten a lot more better and popular. And probably with blessings also she has gotten a lot better and popular in classic arena because of that. Before blessings, Duchess was definitely more popular than Siphi, for sure. But also maybe 2-3 years ago, when nobody was using any nukers in classic arena defense, everybody was just using Warlord. In those teams, people were always using Siphi. Damn. Yeah, it's not even worth trying to protect Rotos. Well, maybe let's give it a go. If he gets healed, and maybe it's worth it. If Staltus doesn't have AoE, and okay, never mind. Wasn't worth it. Rotos had full turn meter, so he would have gotten healed if he just got the turn there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty surprised that his team isn't getting polymorphed. I get that it's very likely that Siphi is going to be in resistance, but I don't think the Ukko is in resistance. I think his Ukko is just getting good RNG. I don't see how it could be in resistance. Yeah, this is looking bad. It's kind of looking like I'm gonna lose. Okay, 2 turns left, and if Duchess gets oh, Ukko stole the immunity. That's not great. If Duchess gets stunned now, then it's over. So, looking pretty bleak. I need to hurry up and get 6-star like polymorph on Duchess, which is the next thing that I'm working toward for, but I don't have it just yet. So wait, who doesn't have? Oh, okay, never mind. I can just do it on UDK. It does have immunity, so it's not like I'm gonna get polymorphed. Okay, UDK is in resistance. That also makes sense. And my Necret, I think it has like 200 accuracy, but does he really have Ukko in resistance as well? He would have to lose so much speed to do it, so it will make his team a lot more inconsistent. Ah, perfect timing with the Siphi sleep again. I would have been able to do a revive there, but got slept. Damn, it's not going well today at all. Wait, okay, it's 1 turn. I thought she already got it. Or wait, was there a mechanic that your cooldowns don't you don't get your cooldowns back when you're stunned? I think there maybe was something like that. I'm pretty sure Duchess should have gotten her revive already back up again, but I guess it's lost. Unless I get lucky here and I finally get a turn where I'm not... oh yeah, he did resist that, okay. Okay, yeah. I got slept again. I guess he has everybody in resistance except Staldus, but... I guess the Ukko isn't going to be very fast then, if that's the case. Ah, even Staldus stunned my Duchess on the worst possible time. Staldus definitely doesn't have resistance at least, but... Damn. Well, he's definitely... he's definitely taking advantage of the polymorph update, so... Good for him, I guess, but... Come on, just get the turn on Duchess, this is such a BS. Yeah, the bane of fighting Siphi is what it is. I wonder how many times the Siphi's let me in this fight. It's like, are we reaching to like 100 times or something? Okay, I guess it's gonna die now. No? Oh my god, I finally got the revive up. After like 10 minutes of doing nothing or something. Okay, nice, finally. Okay, maybe the Ukko just got lucky. Yeah, there's no way that he has resistance on Ukko. Like, he will have to lose everything for that. Yeah. Okay, finally we can do something in this fight. Ah, weak hit. He doesn't steal HP if he weak hits, so I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure in PvE, even if Rotos weak hits, he steals HP, but it doesn't do it for Arena, so it's some kind of intended mechanic by Plarium, even though it's not explained anywhere, but that's a weird trivia. There's so many weird things in Raid that are nowhere in the tooltips, and only some people know about them, and most people don't. Okay, can we still make a comeback after 30 minutes of doing this fight? Maybe it's still possible. Damn, I have never gotten stunned in my life as much as I have gotten in this fight. So many stuns and sleeps. Even the Staldos is built in like accuracy or something. Oh nice, we didn't weak it finally. Come on, I just need couple Rotos turns and that's it. Only couple, I don't need that many turns on Rotos. But we definitely learned the lesson in this fight that on the next one I'm not gonna early pick Rotos. Okay, come on. Just give us a no weak hit, just crit. Come on. Okay. Get fucked. God damn it. I think that may finally be it. Yeah, if I didn't let him have the UD gain this fight, it would have been a lot more fun for me. Oh nice, I didn't weak it this time. Good. But is it too late? Oh wait, we can get one. Who do I want to protect? This is a hard. Do I want to protect Rotos or Dutch? Probably. Okay, never mind. I got polymorphed from Revenge accessory proc. That sucks. That's unlucky. Surely he has some reaction on it as well, so he can't have that many Revenge pieces. Okay, I think we pretty much need like extra turn here, or it might be lost. What? Maybe he's running like a triple Revenge and no reaction at all. That would be pretty weird, but maybe he's doing it. He's already possibly running resistance Ukko, so maybe he's doing it. Or maybe it just has like one piece and it proc twice in a row. My UDK is in triple reaction, and even though it's generally only relevant against Georgie teams, but they are fairly common, so I do recommend building it in reaction. And also there is a chance that UDK might get polymorphed from his like CC and Taunt, so I wouldn't really build UDK with accuracy generally anyway, but having a little bit of accuracy is not that big deal, but if you meet teams with 6-star polymorph, then it's still gonna proc, even if you have resistance. But that fight was a pain. I got stunned so many times. I didn't think I could lose this fight, but somehow it was possible. I just didn't get any turns against him. His Staldos did 1.5 million damage, and my Rotos did 250k damage, so that's it. I'm sure his team literally got like 1,000 turns more than me in that fight, or something ridiculous. Damn, wait. How many? Have I like won one fight and lost 6 fights or something? Okay, 5 losses and 1 win. That's not good. Maybe I climbed too high the last time, but then again, I mean, I guess everybody is slowly climbing, and it's not like I haven't even met any of those teams with like 4,000 plus points, so but I'm still losing. Okay, what do we have today? Can I have better luck with Reddit than I'm having with the live arena? Honestly, I get the point, but the damage tier list is kind of redundant because these especially the cadaver strategy, but the Tranda strategy too, you kind of the good teams have a double Yumeko in it, so it's not even about the nuker. I mean, it's about the nuker as well, but the double Yumeko is the big part, and the Brockney in the cadaver team as well. Wait, is Harima good on Hydra? I don't get it. I guess it steals defense. Is that what it means? I haven't really seen anybody in my clan ever use Harima in Hydra, so I assume it's not that good. But maybe I'm wrong. Probably not. I mean, surely I would have seen it if somebody uses Harima in Hydra. Oh, nice. He went with Ukko. Maybe we can use more to this time. Maybe we can finally get a win. What do I want to do? Also, I'm surprised that I'm pretty sure Cupidos should be in the list as well. Cupidos is pretty popular nuker in it too, but I guess he doesn't have it. I don't know how the Gala made it to the list, but nice. Oh, he picked Rotos. I'm still gonna go with Mortu, but he has double magic affinity nuker, so Staldos is gonna be good against this anyway, so... Well... Mortu is gonna have issues with Rotos. It can weak hit, and even if it doesn't weak hit, it needs 2 hits to kill the Rotos. And if it has bone armor, then it's gonna need more. So I think it's very likely that I'm gonna ban the Rotos in this fight. But I probably still want to go with Mortu instead of Ronda. It's so squishy and the Ukko could be annoying, so I don't really believe in my Ronda's chances to definitely survive even with the Necret, so let's just go with Mortu. I hope he doesn't pick Lockout, but he told that it could pick Lockout. If he picks Lockout now and he bans my Mortu, I will be in trouble, but okay, I want to ban the Rotos. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, I should be good. Oh, he ended up banning the Rotos actually. I mean the Mortal. I was thinking that he's not gonna do it, but he did do it. And I did pick the Cardial for a little bit of extra damage in this fight, so maybe that will help me. Do I want to open with... no, let's just open with the A3. Let's not open with the A2. It's not like Ronda is gonna one-shot my team. And it might have reaction, let's just... The only one that he might... I got stunned. Okay, it was good that we saved the A2, but... only one that he might be able to one-shot is Cardial, but hopefully Cardial survives this one as well. What? He didn't even go for... He went for the A1 to, I guess, wait for Necret to lose... for Necret to lose the reaction, but he got frostbitten by the 2-piece frostbite set that I have on Cardial, so I guess that's my revenge for like the fight where I got CC'd a billion times, so nice to see it the other way. Thing is that people run so much immunity and cleanse that it's hardly possible to proc frostbite nowadays, especially in live arena when they often have multiple champions with immunity and or cleanse, but I still do have my Cardial with frostbite from the old days. I used to use him in my classic arena defense for a very long time, since I didn't have dodges back then, and I went back and forth in his builds, but sometimes he was in 6-piece stone skin, sometimes he was in 4-piece swift parry and 2-piece frostbite, which is what he has now. And I had him in resistance build and speed builds, and I kind of did many different things, and at that time all of those options kind of worked because the power creep was a bit different and we didn't have blessings or Taras and Maritska and so on. Back in the days when Mitrala was a top tier champion in classic arena, which it's like never used nowadays, but it used to be one of the top supports before blessings. Ramantu used to be very popular, and Ceres and Kaimar as well, so Mitrala was one of the better answers against them. And also people used lockout more than they do now, because now with Taras and Maritska you don't necessarily need to have lockout in your team, but in those days most people, maybe even now most people, but in those days almost everybody, well, if you had lockout you were running it in offense. Right now not everybody does it even if they have it. You could just run double Taras Maritska, which is still the best offense team. I don't know which one should I go for. Well, even if they get the revives up. Okay, nice. I think I'm good at this point anyway, so... Oh, he did get it. Oh, okay, I have cooldowns back up anyway. Good. Yay! Finally a win after all of this humiliation, but nice. I don't know if I should really be proud of winning against a team like this, but it's a win. I'm sure he is not having the best time in live arena either. Wait, why isn't it showing up? Even it even refuses to show my win in the battle log, just to annoy me a bit more. Okay, what is going on? I guess the game is just... Oh, come on. Just let me play some fights. Okay, let me check some builds in the meantime. What did I leave Helicat with? I think I made him very fast. Okay, I guess I changed the build again. It's not that fast anymore, it's kind of on the slower side now. I think it was like 290 and now it's 240, so... And it was in 2-piece crew. Oh yeah, I made the Staldos fast and I put Helicat in my like spare gear, yeah. And this is pretty fast for a Staldos build. Not that high crit damage though. Sometimes I have somebody that isn't geared because I mess with my things all the time, but I don't think anybody that I used today was ungeared. Okay, now I can do fights, nice. Well, counting the days, I guess there's... Wait, can we cancel this one? So we're gonna get it on Monday, so there's only this weekend to wait for the Wukong, and then we can have some new shiny toys to play with. Yeah, only three more days left for the Wukong, and you get it on Monday, so if you're very fast you could build it for the next classic arena reset. I was checking that. I think he has good speed, but everything else about him is average. The attack is normal, not low or high. HP kind of the same for attack nuker. In general, it's a bit on the lower side, but for attack scaling nukers, this is pretty average. The speed is pretty high though, so maybe he is intended to be more of a support than nuker. I think if you build him as support, it's going to be nice to build him fast. He's gonna get revived, and if he's also fast, then he's gonna rotate his cooldowns a lot and be very annoying. I'm pretty sure I have enough books to book him now as well. It's kind of close, but I think I barely have enough. 11 books, maybe that's not enough. Okay, I guess that is just enough to do it. I will see if I don't have to fully book the A1 as I always do. So I'm not gonna instantly use all of the books. If I just get the A2 and A3 fully booked and leave the last, was it two books on A1 unchecked, then that would be great. Not that saving couple books makes any difference, but I try to do it when I can. And actually on quite many champions I have gotten lucky with the books and booked them perfectly, that I have many skills that are not relevant, that aren't fully booked. It's kind of funny that I'm so out of the books, even though I'm always complaining that I need more champions, but I have booked many like D-tier champions like Wall and other random stuff that nobody uses just to play with them, so... Okay, this is an interesting thread. This can be a good PSA. I finally deleted the game. Too much money spent, too much time wasted. I look back at all of the money I spent and I think to myself, I could be paying for college or going out with my girlfriend and nice things. Or buy something more worthwhile than a fucking virtual shard. I did even enjoy it, I was just addicted. Yeah, I think that's what many people in the game feel. I wouldn't I don't think you should feel bad about spending in the game in that sense, that if you can do it and you want to do it, I guess you can. But even in our clan, I kind of sometimes see that people encourage other people to like spend a lot to compete, and I think I encourage people to not take it too seriously, unless you really don't care. I mean, I could definitely spend more if I wanted to, but it doesn't really make that big difference anyway, so... I buy the bolster passes, and if I really want something, it's not... I'm opposed against buying anything, but it's kind of sad to see people spend insane amounts and then quit the game and feel really bad about it. Which I have seen like million times in our clan and in like other like official raid Discord and other communities as well. It's gonna be endless cycle of new champions, so you will have to spend a lot if you actually want to stay competitive, and even if you are at one time, then you might not be later, so... Should we go with the Mort on this one? Even though he already... Ah, fuck. That's not the right champion to pick. I guess I did it anyway. Nah, okay, let's just go with Mortu. Let's go with triple nuker. He's probably gonna ban my Python, but... let's give it a go. Or maybe he's gonna ban Nakarada actually. That might make more sense. I should have just if I knew he was gonna pick Ukko, I mean he intentionally picked it late, but I should have oh, he banned the Mortal. I should have picked a second reviver and Mortal as the last one. But yeah, so many people that I used to know have quit the game and gave away like insane accounts that they spent tons of money in, so it is pretty sad sometimes. Like the issue is that even if you want to spend a little bit on the game, but you need to spend so large amounts of money if you actually want to compete, that a little bit of money just won't do it. Like, unless you pull the best Void champions on every of your pools, even then, even if every one of your Void pools is a top champion, it's still gonna take a lot of money to buy those Void champions. But you might get Maritska in like, I don't know, 50 Void pools or something, so it's a pretty big investment if you actually want to try compete. That's why nowadays and for many years I just I don't buy any shards, and I take the game seriously but not too seriously. I would definitely compete if I could and I want to compete, but I'm not gonna like spend like 10,000 to buy Void shards and hope that I get Taras and Maritska and then eventually quit the game at some point anyway. So, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you do that, but I think I also don't like that people are kind of encouraging other people to do it a lot. Wait, does he still have the passive on the Heproc? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he might still have the passive, yeah. I think I killed them at the same time. Okay, I guess we got a win. Maybe he should have just banned the Python and let me have more. That's probably what I would have done, to be honest, but I'll take the win. Wait, how many points did I have when I started? I feel like I'm almost at the same points, even though I lost almost every fight today. Even with the massive help from the system to help you gain points, I'm still losing points though. But I guess I almost didn't lose any points even though I got owned by everybody. But yeah, I think the last time that I bought shards, well, maybe I have bought something, but the last time I never bought a lot of Void shards, but I remember just before I joined MAD many years ago, like more than 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago. I remember there was Warlord 10x event, and I bought the Warrior Circle back for Voids. I was lucky and I got that, but of course I didn't get anything with them. But I'm pretty sure that's the last time I have bought Void shards on my account. It's like more than 2 years ago. I think I bought like a monthly game back at one time after that, but does that have Voids? Oh, I think it has one Void or something. Fuck. Yeah, maybe I did buy 1 monthly game back this year. I think, when was it? No, was it last year? I think when the Ukraine war started, I think that was when I bought the monthly game back. Yeah, that was it, but I guess that's not this year. But definitely no void packs, but I guess I'd at least 1 monthly game back, yeah. Anyway. Should I go with wait. Ronda or Mountain King? I guess I'll go with Ronda. I'm not really... Mortu isn't gonna be good against this. It's too big gamble to go with him. He can weak hit on Rotos, and Rotos might have bone... I guess he doesn't have bone armor, but he can weak hit on Rotos, so he needs 2 hits and neither one can crit to kill Rotos. And then Leorios has the passive, so it's not gonna be good against that team. Ukko or Sifi, who do I want to ban? I think I want to ban the Sifi. Him going with triple nuker might have been a good decision since I picked the UDK against Rotos. Hopefully, I guess if I can just get the protection on my Staltus, then I might still be good. Oh, he was able to remove the stone skin with the Ukko too. Should I go for the... Nah, let's just... If I do the A2 here, the Rotos is gonna die. If I don't do it, it's not gonna die, but then I won't have defense buff up, so let's just go for the A3. Oh, Ukko died. I wasn't expecting it to have enough damage to do it. Ah, damn. Yeah, the Hebra can be pretty scary at those times, and especially since I didn't have a Duchess or anything. It's the same guy, yeah, it's the same guy, yeah. Can we get one more fight against him? No. Okay, another interesting Reddit post. Are awakenings bait? Should I just go... Let's just go with... Nah, okay, let's not do it. I was gonna say let's pick the UDK ourselves, but... Let's resist that temptation and do it later, not yet. Let's go with Helicat, yeah, let's go with Helicat, and maybe I will go still with UDK and Rotos, we will see. Or maybe I will just go with... No, he has the last pick. Do I want to go with Helicat? No, let's go with Helicat. Maybe I will not pick UDK at all. Are awakenings bait? I just purchased 120 essences and it was fun to open. The first thing I noticed is that level 1 essence is way more valuable than the larger ones in value. But on a trickier mind play, I get 3, 4, 5, 6 star pulls for rare champions. Is this a waste of character development on rares? Well, damn, I could pick Tormin Morto against these two. He has so many AoEs. This is gonna be a weird team, but I guess I'll go with this. Yeah, let's do it. He's probably gonna ban the Duchess if I pick this, but let's give it a go. That's gonna make the Ludia almost pointless, but I'll also only have one polymorph in my team if he bans the Duchess. I guess we'll ban the Taras. Makes sense. What? He banned the Necret. I think I should be good. My question is if it's worth to take random rares to Awakening just for the sake of seeing if they will be better with enhancements. Did anyone else get into this trap, or do you just sell essences on rares? Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting it to be from the title. I thought it was about if buying them in general is bad. I don't think you really need to awaken most rares. I did mention in my video about Phantom Shogun that you could definitely use some rares with high level blessings there just to reduce the stacks, and you might make a team that way. Damn, I got yeah, I have no block damage on me anymore. Oh nice. Wait, he has Stone Skin Stylus. That means that he has like very reduced damage on it. I guess the block revive isn't gonna do much when he has Ludia on the team, but overall I will say that you really don't need the rares with blessings at all. Only if you're gonna use them on Phantom Shogun or some actual content. And there isn't that many rares in this game that are relevant. And even if they are, if you have blessing on something like I don't know, Cold Heart, it's not that big deal, even though I guess it does extra hits and so on, but it's not that big deal. But I will say that in general, just buying blessings by itself is a bait. Unless you're competing for top platinum arena, don't buy those soul stones. You don't really need them for anything else, not really for PvE, and you can eventually get your champions with blessings. It will take long time, and getting a champion from 1 star to 4 star with split souls isn't that bad. The hard part is getting them from 5 to 6. That one is taking forever. Like I got my first one, it took me 8 months of farming Iron Twins to do it for one champion. But you really don't need anybody at 6 star unless it's for PvP. It only matters if you're competing for top arena, and that's it. I just wouldn't buy any soul stones at all. And you definitely, I wouldn't upgrade any PvE champion higher than a 4 star blessing. And even that's like, do you really need it? I don't think so, but maybe if you don't do PvP at all, then maybe you could, I don't know, some Hydra champions, maybe you want to get 4 star blessing. But the tier 2 soul essence, I would only change it, save it for the literal top tier champions in this game, like Duchess. I mean, that's the next thing that I'm gonna buy. I'm at 80 tier 2 essences, and I'm not gonna get it this year. I'm not even gonna get it early next year. It's gonna take many months into the next year until I have enough tokens to buy this one. It's a massive investment to get one champion from like 4 to 6. Getting 1 to 4 is a lot easier. But yeah, if you literally don't have any top tier champions on your account, I just wouldn't use the tier 2 essences at all. I would only save them for the best of the best champions. Well, actually, I guess if you're super heavy into PvP, you probably have UDK, and I think many people go for 6 star UDK, so I guess that champion you could do it, but if UDK is your best champion on your account, you're probably not really able to compete in PvP anyway, so maybe you want to save those shards if you happen to get something like Taras or something. Also, well, actually no. I would say that in general, I wouldn't even go 6-star on nukers unless you like really rely on something like Rotos. But Rotos or Taras, if you go for a champion with Ward of the Fallen, this blessing is a lot better at 6 than the other ones. But if you use any other nuker blessing on any nuker, don't go for 6-star, only go for 4-star. You want to save the 6-star on polymorph champions. Polymorph or Ward of the Fallen champions, or then if you use a speed team, then on champions that you use temporal chains with. That's one option, like Arbiter or Yumeko or those type of ones. But definitely most nukers is totally fine to get to 4-star for PvP. And for PvE, like, I would, like, if you really want to get Brimstone on your, like, Hydra champion, then maybe you go 3-star on it, but I wouldn't go for 6-star. It's just so hard to get it. And I definitely, I mean, I guess it's up to you, and if you have out of money and you're fine with it, then do it. But I will definitely, unless you already have very good champions on your account, like literal, like the best stuff, I would much rather focus on buying shards than soul stones if you're gonna do it. I'm definitely never gonna buy any soul stones on my account, so I haven't and I won't. So, and I will still say that I don't dislike blessings. I know many people think that blessings was a big cash grab and pay to win update and so on, but I think blessings was a lot better update than empowerment. And if you play the game long enough, everybody is able to get 6-star champions, and you don't really need them. Most of the time you want to get nukers to 4-star, and some supports just getting 1-star on them is pretty good by itself. So you really don't need everything at 6-star unless you're actually trying to compete for top at the Platinum Arena. So, and even like me, eventually I will have my defense with full 6-star blessings. I think it's gonna take me a couple years, but I already got Rotos. Next one is gonna be Guts. Then after that, probably either Nakarada or UDK. But eventually, even I will have a full team of 6-star polymorph. And you can say the same thing about empowerment. Like, even if you're a big spender, it's very hard to get a champion at +4. And if you're not, it's like practically impossible. Like, with good RNG, it of course can happen, but it's not something that you can count on. Even if you pull on every 10x possible on specific champion, like I do with Rotos. So yeah, I've been getting schooled today. Maybe it's time to go with Helicat in some fights. I'll not pick the Helicat early. Let's just go with Python and Staltos, and I'll probably pick Helicat as my last champion. Let's see how that goes against this team. I mean, I would almost say that the blessings were too free to play. That's why they did the change to polymorph, because just having 1-star polymorph on your supports was like too good pretty much, and I guess there wasn't enough incentive for people to buy soulstones. I'm sure we know how Plarium works, so they have like they have statistics about everything, and I guess people were not buying enough soulstone backs as they were wanting them to do it or predicting or whatever, so that's why they did the change. Do I want to ban the UDK or Marriage Scholar? Let's still ban the UDK, but he might ban the Rotos. Python or Rotos, I think. But yeah, many people were totally happy just having all of their supports with 1-star polymorph, and they were focusing on other things first, like temporal chains on their Yumeko and Arbiter, and this type of stuff. Or originally when dressings were released, but I guess those kind of speed teams are a lot less popular in offense now. Mostly people are just using Taras and Mariska, and you don't really use temporal chains in those teams. Nice. I haven't had the best RNG with Polymorph today, though the one guy who destroyed me, I guess he did have resistance on basically everybody in his team except Staldos, so I guess that was kind of dice roll in that fight, but in some other fights too, I definitely could have procced Polymorph a lot more, but rocking it on first turn against Ragas was very good. It's gonna be pretty hard to kill a team like this with 2 revivers, but there is a big difference if it's a Siphi or Duchess, because Duchess is not gonna revive the Siphi at full turn meter, and that means it's a lot easier for me to kill both of them. And now I'm running triple nuker as well, so that also does it. I could go for after the Duchess, but let's just kill the nukers and play it safe so that they don't get any turns. Also, this Mariska, we can clearly see that it's not very tanky, so it's almost too squishy. It would have been really bad if it died there. Well, not really bad, but I didn't want it to die just yet. Let me give it some time to get Rotos A3 back, and then I can kill it. That would be the best thing for me if it survives for a couple turns. Probably not though. Okay, he surrendered. Nice. Wow, we're almost making a comeback, but yeah, maybe I was just rusty. I mean, these teams, well, okay, not this one, but some of these teams look almost better than the ones that I was losing against, but I'll take it. I'm over my pay grade on these live arena fights anyway, so going for net 0 is, I guess, almost a win for me. I definitely should go with Heligat more than I was doing on the early fights. Maybe I'll just go with UDK and Rotos. Yeah, let's mix it up a bit. Sometimes I really regret picking UDK and Rotos as the first 2, but sometimes it's very good. It kind of depends what champions he has. Oh, he went with... Maybe it could be good in this fight, because now I have the option to use Ukko and, I mean, Mortu and Rotos as my nukers again. That means that I don't have to ban Lockout and I can build a more tanky team. I don't need offensive support, so I can go with maybe double reviver or something. Well, I guess it's a lot harder to do since he big touches, but I could totally do it. Wait, who do I want? Am I really gonna pick Arbiter as my other champion? Or should I go with Cardiel and Python? That would be kind of weird team. No, let's do it. Let's do it. This is a bit unorthodox, and I guess I don't have any bolster in this team. Actually, I'm gonna regret this. That was a dumb decision. I should have just gone with Nakarada so that I would have had bolster, but now I'm gonna get the block buffs from Ukko. Assuming that maybe if my Python doesn't get his stone skin removed, then maybe I will be fine. We will see. Who do I want to ban? Should I just play it safe and... Actually, yeah, I should do it. Let's ban the Ragas. Yeah, so he only has one Nuker in his team. I guess Mortu can weak hit on it, but Ronda is so squishy that if I just get one barrel on it, it will certainly die. And it may even die to 2 weak hits, to be honest. Yeah, it's probably gonna die to 2 weak hits anyway, so... The one thing here is that I definitely don't want to kill his Ukko. I guess I was almost incentivized to do it just now because everybody else was in Stone Skin and it's pretty squishy Ukko. But I definitely don't want to do it. If I happen to kill the Ukko and he doesn't revive it, I guess that could be a win condition for him. But hopefully he will just surrender after I kill Ronda with the Beryl, which is gonna happen eventually. I probably don't even want to... Do I even want to kill the Ronda just preemptively? Because then... Well, I guess I can do it. Let's just do it. Because if Ronda happens to be dead when oh, that was nice. So he got counter-attack there. If Ronda happens to be dead when I proc the Beryl, that would be bad. Okay, we got first Beryl proc, kind of bad timing with the Duchess. Well, but it's still fine. It's some progression in the fight. If I was him, I would honestly just surrender at this point. It's pretty good matchup for me, but let's keep going. He doesn't have attack buff anymore, so unless he kills me very fast now, there's just no way he can get through Python and UDK and Cardial. I definitely cannot kill his team without maybe his Ukko is in revenge. I definitely can't kill his team without Beryl. If I happen to like Beryl the Ukko, then I might not ever be able to win this fight. But I'm pretty sure he should just surrender when I kill the Ronda. I'll keep hitting Ukko, and I hope that he has some revenge accessories, and maybe I can proc Beryl faster that way. But I guess Ronda does have it too. Actually, maybe on other champions I will hit Ukko, and then on Mortu I will hit Ronda. And try to maximize the Beryl procs that way. Okay, okay, he's still... Well, okay, at this point, if Ronda is literally the only champion in his team, then it's fine, I can definitely kill it. And now I can kill it too, even without Beryl proc, since he has squeezy Ukko, I can definitely end this fight, so... It's definitely a one matchup at this point. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of an unfortunate team, because I'm sure it could be good against some things, but since I always complain about the fact that I only have one good nuker, which is Rotos, but if it has a team where I can use Mortu, then I do have 2 good nukers, and that makes the fights a lot easier for me. Then I can just pick a very tanky team with double reviver or something, if I can use both Rotos and Mortu. And then I also don't have to ban the lockout, and it is a lot easier for me to manage the enemy teams and counter them if I can use the Mortu. I guess it's a pretty weird episode today. I got destroyed at the start, and then I basically made my points back, but nothing shocking today. Just counting down the days for Ukko, and then we got new content and new... I mean, not Ukko, I mean Wukong. Then we got new content and new toys to play with. The old free champions like Python and Ukko and Helicat, so on. I mean, we have used them all. I mean, I certainly have, and I will keep using them, but it's definitely nice to get some new toys as well. It will be really fun to be able to use Mortal all the time. I really hope that something that has AoE becomes meta, and that will be a lot more fun to me, to be honest. Okay, at this point, either I'll go with... Maybe I'll go with Helicat. Should I do it? Yeah, maybe I'll go with... Yeah, I have the last pick. Let's go with Saldos and Helicat, and then I will pick Rotos as my last one. And if he picks Rotos, then I could just pick UDK too, but I don't think he's gonna pick Rotos now. Like, if he picks Rotos and UDK, there's no way he's gonna do it, and his team is not gonna be very tanky, and I'm not that bothered by the UDK. What? Okay, what is this team? This is not Final Kenpachi, I think. He has all of these champions, but I'm pretty sure it's not him. Almost thinking that it could be him, but I don't think he would change his account name. Do I even need to go with Rotos here? No, let's still go with Rotos. I guess it could be safer with double reviver, but I'm gonna go first. He doesn't have buff strip, so Helicat is gonna be pretty terrible matchup for him already as it is, so surely this is not going to be a hard fight. I hope. I say that, but then I lost to that one guy with Staltus Nuker where I got CC'd like over 9,000 times, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but pretty sure this should be easy team. I mean, I don't know if he uses this team against other people or he just picked this team against me, but if he got to 3.4k points with this team, then that's pretty impressive. I mean, even I'm not using Arix because I'm not able to kill any teams with him because he doesn't have enough damage. But if he's able to do this with Arix and Ragas, then that's pretty cool. Maybe he picks it just to meme with me or something. It's not the first time that I meet Arix, but it doesn't happen very often, and this might be like the second time that I met one in gold. Maybe I fought this same guy like a week ago. I'm pretty sure it was very similar team as well. I have made videos about Arix before. He's also one of those login champions, I think, but one of the like old ones. Yeah, it's not like those special 7-day ones, but I think it was one of those 30-day login champions years ago. But he's definitely not meta or viable in classic arena or live arena, unless you're at like very low levels, then he's fine. But one thing where he's actually pretty good at is tag team arena, because you don't care how long the fights last, and the enemy player has to use 3 teams, so he's not gonna have all of his best champions in all of them. And since Arix does have AoE attack on A1, you can use him against lockout teams where you let them lock you out and you're not gonna go first or resist or anything. So he's pretty good cheese if you're trying to get to gold 1 or gold 4 in Tag Team Arena. I have used him myself for it too, not that I really needed it, and I'm not using it right now because I have Mountain King in my HP nuker gear. But if I didn't have it, then I would still be using Arix in Tag Team Arena for sure, and it will definitely be better for my Tag Team Arena if I was still using him. I don't need him, I just need to do the fights and not forget about doing them or be lazy. I don't have issues in staying gold 4 as long as I play fights, but it would be a lot better if I was using Arix for sure. The key thing in Tag Team Arena is that you don't need to have the normal meta in Live Arena and Classic Arena doesn't apply to Tag Team Arena. You don't need to be able to beat top teams, you just need to be able to beat the teams that you meet, and that means that you can use all kinds of cheese teams in Live Arena, like using Mortu against lockout teams with AoE, or using Arix against lockout teams, or using the Brachus Lydia strategy against speed teams that are squeezy, and this type of stuff. There is many ways that you can cheese Tag Team Arena. Of course, all of them are gonna rely on specific champions, but there is so many things that you can do that if you are more mid or end game account, then you probably can do some of them. Even something like, nowadays if you have multiple Rotos, you're probably empowering him, but let's say that you have multiple Rotos in Tag Team Arena, that's one of the best ways to cheese it. Rotos can cheese so many teams in Tag Team. I used to have 2 Rotos long time ago, when we didn't have empowerment yet, and Tag Team Arena was very easy when I had 2. It was a lot harder for me for a while, but nowadays it's not really anymore. To be honest with you, nowadays the issue is that I drop to gold 3 pretty often, just because I forget to put my defense team up and so on, and I don't have time to do like climb 1500 points on Sunday when I'm starting at 0 points. But I auto every single fight, I don't manual at all, and I'm still able to easily stay in gold 4 as long as I do the fight, so it's not that big pain for me, it's just time consuming to do all of those fights, but I'm not even bothering to manual them. Sure, I will get some losses sometimes, but I save a lot of time and I'm just doing other stuff on my computer while I do Live Arena. These are the 3 teams that I use. I do change the positions of them, but like this, but I don't change them more than this at all. And I just auto everything. It's definitely not the best 3 teams that I could make, but I don't want to change my builds specifically for Tag Team Arena, so these are what I got when I make my Live Arena and Classic Arena builds. Anyway, that's it for today. I guess maybe I even gained 5 points. I was embarrassing myself at the start, but then we had a decent win streak in the end, and I guess we somehow catched up a bit. When I guess I had multiple fights that I was using Helicat and Mortu in. Those I did good, and then the fights that I was using early on were when I was often just using Duchess, Necret, Python, Stallos and Rotos. I guess those fights didn't go well, so maybe that's something to keep in mind next time. But anyway, that's it for today's video, and have a nice day and see ya.